Well, seems I called it right with this snowfall. There's a little hummingbird there, if you can make 'em out in the trees. Their feeders were froze solid, so I had to bring 'em in, de-thaw 'em, add some fresh juice for 'em, because they've been all over the place looking for a drink, because they're probably hungry. Anyway, this is a very snowy February morning. Whoops, where'd he go? There he is. And we've got about a foot of snow in our area. We've got about 8 inches here in the back. And boy, if I was at those 2 state parks I mentioned in my last video on Hood Canal and the northern Puget Sound, I would have been snowed in by at least a foot and would not be able to get out to the highway or down the highway. Where is he? He's in this tree right across from me. I hear him. Oh, there he is. It's hard to see him. He's behind that bird, little chickadee, sitting on a branch staring at us. Wondering, hey, you fed the hummingbirds and the other birds, where's my food? Well, sorry guy. You're gonna have to wait. Huh, girls? What do you think, huh? You guys love this weather. Sarah's been so frolicking around, having a great time. Kate's going down here by the little water feature, the little stream and pond. They play in that during the summer and spring. And it's all froze over. Sorry, kids. Welcome back. We just had another snowstorm go through last night, and it dumped the most snow this time. It looks like someone just dumped whipped cream all over the forest. It's really quite beautiful, you know? It really is. And it's, except for the cars, it was much quieter this morning when I got up. It was very peaceful. The dogs have been outside just loving it. They're roaming around, making trails every which way, chasing birds and listening to the squirrels and chipmunks chatter because they're hungry. I put out food in the snow for the birds. I refilled the hummingbird feeder behind me here, and the squirrels just were irate that I didn't have anything for them. I've put little protectors on the chains for the bird feeders so they can't climb down or stretch down it and just eat the bird food up in a few days. So they're a little upset at me. But I tell you, I am so glad I did not go to those 2 state parks. I was planning to shortly after I got my shot in the arm for my first COVID shot. If I was up there, and they had already gotten a lot of snow, and now they're probably close to a foot of snow up there in the Olympics along Hood Canal where Dulce Wallops State Park was. That place I don't think I could have gotten out of because it's a long stretch on the east side of the Olympics. It's just a secondary highway, and it takes a long time to thaw out, and it's hazardous, very hazardous at times to drive that road in bad weather. So I'm just glad I had the common sense to stay here after I got my shot. And well, here comes Kate. Kate, what do you got? Huh? What do you got from me? You got me a stick, huh? Oh! Hey, Kate, say hi. Say hi to everybody. Anyway, looks like the sun's trying to come through. They say that the snowstorms have passed. They've dumped plenty of snow. Tacoma, Seattle are paralyzed. Got on the news this morning, cars were left in the freeway as usual when this happens, and people are going back early in the day to try to claim them and somehow figure out how to get them back home. How they got home after they just left them in the freeway in the snow bluffs, I don't know. But anyway, it's starting to warm up. They say we're going to have sleet and rain here tomorrow. And then, of course, when that happens, we have major flooding, which is even worse than the snow. So I'm thinking by the time all this is over with, snow's gone, melted, floods are down, gone away, I'm going to be right back to where I was when I was camping on the coast. Flooded campgrounds. But I won't know that till I get out there. And that's the plan. Once all of this is done, once the highways are safe and cleared, then the girls and I are going to jump back in our little RV and we're going to take off, and we are going to go visit Dosewallup State Park, and we are going to go up and visit Fort Casey State Park on the shores of northern Puget Sound. Sorry if I bump this a lot. Anyway, yeah, this is looking up. Kate, what are you doing? What are you doing, Kate? So, there's still lots to see, lots to do. I hope you guys enjoyed my videos of the state parks on the Washington coast. We were extremely lucky. We missed the storm by a week and just had really nice weather for January. It was amazing. I was just going, like, what the hell month is this? And yes, I know, Kate, I can see it. Excuse me. Oh, Kate, go get it. The girls demand attention a lot. They're having fun up here, putting their nose in the snow. Almost like a squirrel looking for seeds that have been buried by the snow. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, talking about getting out there and camping some more. That's exactly what we're going to do. I'm hoping that we will be able to get down south eventually before the hot weather sets in. Of course, yesterday morning when I woke up and I went to my refrigerator and I went to my freezer to get out something for breakfast, everything had gone to mush. My refrigerator crapped out on me. And it was a mess. So I got down underneath it, pulled off the grate, and where the coils are, cleaned out that. Like, I had dog hairs and all kinds of stuff down there that were probably choking it. And I think it just kind of actually choked the refrigerator to death. Of course, I don't know how old the darn thing is. I've moved it around a couple of different times. It's got jostled, banged, beat. It's gone through a lot in the past 10, 15 years or more. So it's done good for me. It's a side-by-side without the water dispenser. I figure that's just another thing that can go wrong. Why pay for something I never use? And so now I'm trying to find a new one. And I looked into it, and to repair this thing, as usual, the way they build things nowadays, it'll cost me half of what a brand new one will cost. So I'm going to get a brand new one. I found one finally. They make very few side-by-sides, upright side-by-sides, without the dispenser. And it'll be another Whirlpool, because those things worked really well for me in the past. And this one ought to last me, I guess they say 20 years. So that's great. I certainly can't go anywhere with a crappy refrigerator unless it's empty of food. So I'm going to be not stocking it up anymore, eat what I got. And then when it's empty, and when I can go out and afford to buy a new fridge, I will. So we're just sitting tight. I got to wait a little longer before I get my second COVID shot in the arm. And my friend says that some people have a reaction to the second one and some don't. So the first one was like, nothing happened. I'm hoping the second one is the same. But, hey, that's how it works. It's in there, it's doing its job, building up antibodies. And now they're saying that if you get those shots, then this other variant going around won't hurt you. You might get sick, like a cold or anything like that you'd have during the winter, but it's not going to put you in the hospital. It's not nothing to freak out, panic, or lose your mind over. So, that being said, when all this snow, the flooding that usually follows it, is gone, the girls and I are going to get back in our little RV, pack it back up, and head on out. We want to still go to the Dosey Wallops excuse me, campgrounds, and stay there for a couple of days, explore that, and then up to Fort Casey after all, because that is camping right on the beach of Puget Sound. And Kate down here wants me to play with her. Whoa, getting hummingbirds buzzing me. So anyway, Kate's not going to shut up until I go play with her. Jeez, there, that was a wet one down the neck. So until my next video, which hopefully will be camping again, take care, stay warm, and be safe.